Alrighty, YouTubers. So we are days away from the best collectible ever created to enter the Flint Cave. It actually fully finished like today, and today when I'm filming this, which is Tuesday, and was boxed up, and it's shipping onto me Wednesday, meaning I'll get it Friday. So yeah, nevertheless, all the final details they added. This thing, I am telling you, Jupiter's frickin' cock. I cannot wait. Anyways, so, of course, we got a few days before that arrives, so we got to give you guys some content. So we're going to do another review today. So we're now in this room. Of course, some of the oldest pieces I own are like these. If we're talking DC, probably the Suicide Squad statues. You know, they're probably some of the older pieces I own still. But today we're going to check out Ultron. You know, we did Loki last, now Ultron. Now, this Ultron, believe it or not, I've never seen this in another person's collection ever. I'm the only person in the world I've ever seen own this. Kind of crazy. So this is made by King Arts. They're not like... You don't see a lot of like statues from them. They made a bunch of Marvel statues like Iron Man 2, Iron Man and War Machine. They made Ultron. They did a Vision. I own their Vision. It was pretty nice. I sold it. And of course in transit it freaking broke because I couldn't find the box. I bubble wrapped it and it broke. So, you know, got that person his money back. And then he ended up just buying the Iron Studios one, which I still find better. This Ultron statue, I bought this off eBay, I believe. And let me think, how much did this cost me? It was either eBay or another like Hong Kong website. It might have been a Hong Kong website, and I think this cost me like $900 if I remember correctly. So this is technically considered a phone charger, you know, because this comes out, and this thing has a rechargeable battery, and you can charge your phone right there. I guess there's like a cable that goes through. I mean, I've never used it for that. But it's a phone charger. It does have a light up. I don't know if it's... where is that button? Holy Jupiter, where are you? I'm going to find you. Alright, I know there's a button back here. It has some really cool features. Oh my gosh, I cannot find it. What the heck? Where are you? It's always when you can't see it. Maybe it's on the side? Holy frick. It's got to be on the side. Is it on the side? Alright, it is. Alright, let's see if these batteries still work. It's a rechargeable battery. I have not... Yeah, it's dead. Alright, I need to charge this then. So, rechargeable battery, but this has a really cool feature. It's motion sensor activated. So you have a feature where it's always lit on or motion activated. So in essence, anytime I had to come into this room and it senses motion, it's going to turn the light up feature on. Which I think is a really cool feature. Like, I wish a lot more statue companies would do that. Make a motion rechargeable battery and also have a USB plug-in and have motion activation instead of having to press a button. I mean, honestly, I think the worst company of them all is Queen Studios at doing light ups. They are easily the worst company in the world at doing light up features. I mean, look at their Iron Mans, especially the 1/4. You have to remove a tiny little hand and use tweezers, literally tweezers, to get to turn up light up features and then put it back, and then the batteries will die within days leaving them in, and then they corrode. Oh my gosh, I hate Queen Studios. Whoever said, hey, let's cheapen out and do batteries deserves to be fired from the industry and never work in statues again. I hate them. You know, the fact they did batteries for that, but then everything else is AC adapter is beyond stupid. Nobody wants to remove that. Make it permanently part of the statue. I do not need to remove that. And then I charge it and then it dies the next day. It's so stupid. And for some reason, that one, you have to use the button to light that up. Otherwise, when I say, you know, to Alexa to turn that on, it doesn't turn the middle lights. God, they're so stupid. Anyways, back to the review. Queen just pisses me off. So I really like the light up feature. It's pretty good. It lights up red throughout the whole statue. You can check out my original review if you want to see it. So obviously it's dead right now. The base, honestly, it's kind of cheap looking. It's like a cheaper looking, like rock. It's not the best. It does have this decent logo, Ultron, and there is that dead, like, Ultron Sentry or Iron Man Sentry. It even says Marvel on it, which I don't think it actually says Marvel in the movie, but, and then it comes with, like, that helmet where you can display it on the base. I actually use, like, a museum putty to stick it to that. Actually, I think I might have hot glued it because museum putty kept falling off. But I prefer on the actual face instead of on the base. I just think that looks cool. So the pose and concept, the base is like a 6 out of 10. The pose is decent. It's a museum pose, so you can see all the detail. And I like the fact he's holding that, like, sentry head. So I'd probably give that concept, like the pose concept, like a 7 out of 10. The base overall, it's not amazing, but it's not horrible either. It's not like I look at it and I think, God, that sucks. I look at it and it's just like, okay, yeah, that works. It's a tall 1/4. Look at it next to Thanos, Loki. He's big. Like, it's a big 1/4 next to Captain. It's very tall. I think this measures 28 inches tall, which is very big for a 1/4 scale statue. So it's very big. The paint app, it's Ultron, so it's really just like gray. There's a few different shading of gray, like lighter gray, darker gray. But it overall looks really good, honestly. I still think this statue looks good like Ultron himself, especially lit up. That adds a lot to it. It brings in that, especially that color difference. Likeness is obviously perfect, looks just like him. I like the way has that hand out like that. I've got quite a few people over the years that have offered to buy this off me as well, just because it's so incredibly rare. If I was to guess how many were made, less than 200. Like I said, I've never seen this in another person's collection, nor have I ever seen this for sale. Like, if I was to check eBay for King Art's Ultron 1/4, you'll never see this. So it's an incredibly rare piece. And I have people that want to buy it off me, but I'm not selling it because I want to have the 3 OG Avengers. Realistically now 4. But I want to have the original Avengers, and this is the only Ultron statue. Seems like Queen Studios is pretty much done doing Marvel 1/4. So the only hope would be Iron Studios doing it. They've been really slow with their Marvel releases. So it seems like they just rehash the same characters. Captain America again, and yeah. So I don't know if we'll ever see another Ultron 1/4, They should have hit the Iron Walls hot when the movie released. I think that's around the time this one came out, but I just don't see us getting another one, or if we do, it's going to be a very long time. I wouldn't mind a life-size bust of Ultron. I think that'd be really cool. It'd be a big bust, have a sick light up, cool base. I think that could work really good and give me the third, Avenger villain, because I have Loki and Thanos. So if I had an Ultron, I would probably buy an Ultron bust. So overall, I'd probably give this statue a 7 out of 10. I think if you can find it, buy it. Like I said, I highly doubt you'll ever find it. But I still think this is a great piece. I really like it. Solid 7 out of 10, 1/4 scale statue. It's big, has a cool light up feature. I just need to charge the battery. And no swap outs, and it's a pretty wide piece, as you see. It's like double the width of Loki. So it's wide, it's tall, but it looks good and it works good down low as well. So yeah, overall, I do recommend this piece. If you can find it, buy it, because you're very unlikely to see another Ultron in the future. I kind of feel like, for the most part, most MCU statues are kind of done. We're not going to see a ton in the future. Or if they are, they're going to be from the newer movies. Because generally, they want to focus on the newer stuff. Anyways, folks, let me know what you think of this Ultron statue. And, a few more days till the best collectible ever created enters the Flankster cave. Shipped in 2 ginormous boxes. Cost me $250 in shipping, and I am extremely excited, folks. By the way, wife saw the Tom Holland bust, and she definitely liked it. She instantly said that looks just like him. I just watched No Way Home and Far From Home. Yeah, and it's a great bust. The costume is definitely inaccurate to the movie. The colors are way off. But I still think it looks absolutely phenomenal. The portrait, the hair, the base, it's a fantastic bust. I love Tom Holland. He's the perfect Spider-Man. You know, especially that movie, No Way Home. I feel like they nailed the whole like Spider-Man video game vibe of his aunt working for Feast, and even Tom Holland just kind of looks like the video game character, and you know, the Sinister Five. I mean, it's just like the video game brought into a movie. Then you have the multi Spider-Man. I really love that movie. It's such a masterpiece. So I think that bust is freaking awesome. Alrighty, folks. So yeah, Ultimate statue arrives in a few days, and hopefully Darkseid bust arrives in the next 2 weeks. Same with Tenjiro. Anyways, folks, I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.